Alright, fucking, we're rolling. Oh boy, I've done this for a while. I'm trying to suck myself up. I can edit it later. I probably won't. Alright, so, I haven't done this in a very long time. What's it been, a couple of months? Probably. Anyway, I stopped reading books for a while, and now I started reading books again. And I went to my library, and I found a book that I thought looked pretty damn cool. Which one is it? It is that one, Wretch, by oh fuck, it's upside down. Wretch by Eric LaRocca. And I did not know it was popular before I got it. I just saw it on the shelf. Went, fuck, that looks pretty cool. I had a look at the had a quick look at the about. I've started doing this new thing because I fucking the back of books lie. They fucking lie, and this one lies too, and I'll get to that. But I just read the very top paragraph, and I just left it at that. But we'll go into what hooked me first. All right, we'll get into what hooked me about the book first. Then I'll get to the story, the characters, and then what I don't like about it. That's going to be the new system I do. What attracts me about it, the story, characters, and what I don't like about it. Now, I'll try my best because I don't script these things. Anyway, so the first thing that got me, the cover. Fuck, that looks cool. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One more time. Oh yeah. Shit looks pretty fucking cool. Cover alone looks good, right? You can't fucking deny that, right? Yeah, exactly. Second thing, the little blurb at the top by another author. Ooh, we know those never lie. We know those never fib. We know those little ones are definitely not paid a couple $1,000s, a couple 100,000 maybe. They say something good. No, that never happens. That never fucking happens. People don't fucking lie. They never fucking lie. Anyway, so let's read. Takes Isherwood's a single man and sends it down the raw, thrilling path of body horror, combining a classy read with shudders galore. By Chuck Fillon. I'm gonna fucking try to pronounce your last name, you fucking bastard. On the back, unnerving, baroque, and deliciously grotesque. ML Rio. They, oh, they wouldn't lie, would they? They wouldn't tell a fib. No, never. All right, let's keep going. Let's read the back, shall we? From rising horror star and rewarding winning author of Things Have Gotten Worse. Oh my fucking god. Let me start again. How rude of me to not to get the pronunciation wrong. Let me start again. How rude. From rising horror star and award-winning author of Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and Other Misfortunes comes a nightmarish and haunting tech gothic thrill ride about sorrow, memory, and the unabashed complexity of love as a transgressive act. Okay, now that's where I stopped. I stopped reading. When I went to the library and I saw it, I went, oh yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. And I got out of the library. Alright? I do not read the rest, because I'm refusing to do that. Because it gives off way too much and it fucking lies. But let's keep going. After his husband dies, Simeon Link finds himself overcome by grief and seeking comfort in an unusual support group called the Wretches, who offer an addictive and dangerous source of relief. They introduce Simeon to a curious figure known as Porcelain Core, a man with the ability to let those who are grieving have one last intimate moment with their beloved. For a price. Hallucinatory, fiendish, and destructively beautiful, Wretch transports us to a world where not everything is as it seems, and those we love may be the ones who haunt us most. Oh. Let's read a couple of the quotes, a couple of the reviews, shall we? By other esteemed authors who definitely were not paid to like this book and offer a quote to the back? No, they definitely want to do that for money. Who would do that for money? Who would lie for money? No one. In a few short years, Eric LaRocca, whoever the fuck you pronounce his stupid ass name, has already established himself at the vanguard of horror and transgressive fiction. Paul Tremblay. He didn't get paid to say that. LaRocca's New Testament is equally sacrilegious as it is transcendent. Clay McLeod Chapman. That was offered for free. Wasn't paid. Wasn't given a free copy plus a couple 100,000. Nah. Course not. Why would he lie? Inviting, astounding, sinister. Haley Piper. Why would she lie? There's no reason for her to lie. Not that I'm aware of. I'm gonna fucking stop there. I know it's getting old. It's almost 6 minutes. It's getting old now, but still. A master of both body horror and elegant prose. Richard Kadri. You hear that? Of body horror and elegant prose. Keep that around for later. Keep Richard Kadri in your mind for a little bit later. Because he wouldn't lie. He wouldn't tell a fib. He wouldn't shell out his name on a piece of shit book for a couple 100,000 for maybe a... He wouldn't do that, would he? No. He's an esteemed author. I've never fucking heard of him in my life, but he's esteemed enough to be on the back of this thing. Can't even fucking read that word. You know what that fucking word is? No. If you do, shut the fuck up. No, you don't. A Cairo Securo masterpiece. Brian Everson. Shut the fuck up, Brian. No one cares about you. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyway. That's the front and the back, alright? None of those people would ever lie, would they? They wouldn't tell a fib. They wouldn't be like, oh, nah. No, it's so scary. Oh, it's scary. I peed my pants. Oh, I weed and I shit and I came in my pants. It's so scary. Fucking. Anyway, that's the back and the front, right? Part, again, to reiterate, the part that got me into the book, I didn't even know it was popular when I saw it in the library. I just saw a new release. Oh, yeah, why not? Just the front cover, which is sick, right? Whoever the artist is, which I don't even know if it gives... I mean, you would hope it gave fucking... Sorry, I know. Get off. Alright, that's it. I'm banning you from the room. I'm banning you. You're banished. You're banished. Yes, I'm wearing business up top, bedtime at the bottom. I don't care. Anyway, I'm trying to see if he credits. Yeah, you can see me double check. I don't give a fuck. Trying to see if he credits the artist on this because oh, I'm taking a while. Sorry about that. I can't see anything, and if they don't credit the artist, that's really shit. Oh no, jacket. Okay, jacket designed by Alicia Talone. Fucking, she is a really good artist. Like, that's really good. And this is the image they're talking about, which is Yaroslav Donosky. Getty Images? Oh, fuck off. They took this book from Getty Images. It was this picture. I credited the wrong thing. I just credited the jacket design, which is the whole thing, right? This image from fucking Getty Images. It wasn't even like painted for the book. They fucking got it from Getty Images, which I don't care. Any other piece of work, I don't give a fuck, right? But the fact that it's like, this is a stock image. It's a stock image I purchased off Getty Images. And that's what pisses me off, because I saw this. And I'm like, body horror, A dead husband, he comes back as a golem or as a homunculus or something. Now I just realised! I just fucking realised it's a forgetting images! It's a fucking stock image! They just saw something that looked cool and then they fucking bought the rights to use it. That's bullshit! What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, anyway, sorry. Fucking God, it's wild. Okay. So, the plot. Yes, the back of the book kind of sums up everything that happens, but lies a lot of the way through it. Little white lies. Little itty bitty white lies. Just a little titty witty. But, yes, so, Simeon is a gay man. Simeon loves penis. Simeon loves a bit of cock. And a little cocky boy boing at it. He loves people sucking on his cock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he is a dead husband. A dead husband that he mourns. He grieves for. He's dead for I don't know how long it is. It's like a couple years. He's dead. And Simeon wants to kill himself. He's a depressed 40-year-old fat gay man. Now the gay's not bad part of that. But he is a gay man. He likes the penis and he likes the asshole of men. Anyway, he's a fat widowed or widower, I don't know. He's a fat widower who likes penis. And so he wants to kill himself. Because he'd rather be dead and with his dead husband than alive suffering. Okay, cool, that's a pretty good sting, right? That's a pretty good thing. And he is suffering a lot. And he goes to bars, he goes to bars, he does online dating, he does anything to fuck a dude. And he prefers him young. I don't like that. He prefers him young. Like 20s young. He likes and he doesn't like to take, he likes to give. He likes to give these young boys his cock. He likes to fucking just get up in their guts. Now, I don't care about that part. I care about the age gap. Like, dude, you're fucking 40. Stay in your age range. You know, don't go trying to fuck barely legal fucking adults in bars. You disgusting pig. Anyway, he wants to fuck young boy. He wants to fuck young men in lieu of not being able to fuck his dead husband. But it doesn't work. No matter how many little boys he has sex with, no matter what he does, he just can't get his husband out of his mind. He also has an ex-wife that he was married to and had a child with before realizing that he was gay. He got with whatever her name was, Evelyn, I think. He got with Evelyn, they married, they had a kid. He realized that he hasn't been happy the entire marriage, and then divorced her and got with the guy. And that's all well and good, you know? But she's harassing him, and for good reason. She's like, dude, your kid's like 12, 14 maybe, I think. Maybe he's 15, I don't know. Your kid's 15 years old, and you don't spend time with him, you don't see him, you need to come visit him. He lives around the corner from the park he goes to every morning before he goes to school. And there's a lot of times when he goes and the ex-wife, Evelyn, is like, hey, you should come, say hi to your child. And Simeon's like, nah, maybe next time. And it's like, dude, what do you mean fucking next time? Last time he said next time. The time before that he said next time. The fuck do you think you're doing? And it's just bullshit. But, so he never, I think he doesn't even say hi to his son throughout the entire book. Anyway, he's suffering with grief, and he's on a chat log. Or, no, sorry, like a random chat forum, like Omegle, but like the text version of it, And he hooks up with this dude, and he's just obsessed with jacking off. He's like, hey, my name is, well, not Simeon, he doesn't reveal his real name, but he's like, hey, I want to jack off. Do you want to jack off with me? Yeah, you do. You want to jack off with me right now, don't you? How old are you? How old are you so we can jack off? That's him. That's Simeon. Every time it's on that fucking chat forum, he's like, I wanna jack off. Do you? Do you want to jack off with me? Yeah, so that's him. Anyway, the guy that he's talking to, um, having this really existential conversation with him, and mentions the Wretches, which is kind of like imagine Alcoholics Anonymous. They meet up weekly, and they have a. I don't know why they call themselves the Wretches. It's never fully explained. It's like, oh, we're wretches. We're destroyed by guilt, and so the way they cope with that is they take pictures of just scenery that reminds them of their partners. Like one, the first meeting Sydney goes to, a guy took a photo of the sky, and he's saying that he can see his dead wife's face in the clouds. And so they take photos and they show it to the group, and sorry, I'm just getting a good picture in my head. They show it to the group, and then the group kind of discuss whether the face is there or not. But at the end of the day, it's up to the photographer to dictate if he can see the face or not. It's just just a way for people to share their guilt. And so Simeon goes there. He goes to the first session. He goes, oh, it's neat. He meets a guy there. Now let me just quickly check his name. To see if I can find it. Kent. His name was Kent. So he meets a guy called Kent, who is another gay guy. He also lost his husband, and so Kent helps Simeon buy a photo. Buy a camera so he can take photos. And there's a kind of will they won't they with Kent and Simeon. Like Simeon is like latching, like full on latching onto Kent. He's like, I want to fuck this man. Give me this man. I want to fuck his asshole. Um, and Kent just doesn't reciprocate. He's just there to help the dude buy a camera. And the whole time, Simeon's like, "Man, I like Kent. I hope he likes me. I want to fuck his ass." Um, and so he gets a camera and he goes and I mean, mind you, Simeon doesn't believe any of this. During the first session, when everyone's debating if they can see the wife in the clouds, Simeon can't see nothing. He only sees clouds and sky. He doesn't see anything. Um, so he goes around to the back of his house. There's like these little vines or something blowing in the wind, and he takes a photo of that. And on the digital screen, he swears that he can see his husband Richard in the photo. Like it's as clear as day. He's right there, staring at him. He's like, "Holy shit, this is real! I can't believe it. This is amazing." Um, so he kind of keeps that photo as a really good keepsake. He keeps himself. He takes it to the next session. I can't fully remember if he shows it or not. I believe he does. I think he shows his photo, and no one says anything. They don't make a comment. They don't do nothing. They just kind of stare at the photo. And Simeon's there like, can you see it? Can you not? Please say something. I'm not going crazy, am I? And after the session, Kent comes to Simeon and he goes, "Hey, look, I know you're really stricken with grief. I know you want to fuck me. But I saw this guy called, and let me just make sure I pronounce his name properly. Porcelain Core. So yeah, hey, here's a business card for a Porcelain Core. Give me a call. I saw him when I was grieving, and he took all my grief away." So Simeon hesitates for some time, does some bullshit, sleeps with some guys, tries to kill himself, yada yada yada. And he decides to give Porcelain the call. But it's not Porcelain who receives the phone call, it's Porcelain's assistant, who his backstory is earlier in the story, but I thought I'd mention it now because it serves the plot a little bit easier. He it's really fucking funny. The whole time I was like, Jesus Christ, is going for so long. So his introduction gets brought up in a forum, So this lady's talking about porcelain core and how she had a dream that porcelain uh, bought this boy off these parents so that he could cover him in jelly so that bugs would eat him instead of porcelain. Porcelain's like, I live in a very hot, humid area and lots of bugs are around, so I'm going to buy your little boy and cover him in jelly. I'm going to shave him head to toe so he's smooth and bare. I'm going to cover him in jelly so that way the bugs get attracted to him and eat him and not me. But it's really funny. Let's see if I can find it. I have to edit this part out. Who knows? Here we go. So here it is. I found it here. She's talking about a dream. Sorry, it's a lot. I'll try to edit this out. Anyway, talking about a dream. I thought, sorry, I misremembered. I thought she said, I barely remember it. And it's like 10, 20. Might have me flick around. I'm still going. This dream is still happening. And it's finally done. It's like 15 pages. Anyway, so he calls up as the kid. Simeon's like, hey, I want to see Porcelain Core. I want to get rid of my guilt. So they're like, all right, cool. To do so, you have to send this much money. I think it's like $10,000, and we're going to give you a box of 100 silver beetles, and you need to make sure all of them are alive and accounted for by the time we contact you. Contact you next. So Simeon does that. The beetles are fine. His box of beetles is never brought up again after this. Like, it's never brought up. And he goes to see He finally does goes to see Porcelain Core, and there's this black dude who's like kind of strung up like this on a radiator, and he comes down, and he's like, "You wanna fuck? No, you wanna fuck me?" And Simeon's like, "Hell yeah." So they get the fucking, they get the fucking real good. And while they fuck, Simeon turns into Richard. I got it wrong. Porcelain Core turns into Richard, Simeon's, dead husband. And so, they get the fucking, they fuck so hard. Oh god, yeah, they fuck so fucking hard. And then they finish, and Simeon comes out of it, and he looks at Porcelain Core, and Porcelain Core's looking at him like, dude, you did it wrong. You fucked up. You fucked up fucking my ass. And so Simeon leaves, but his grief is gone. It's kind of gotten worse. The fact that he was there able to have sex with his husband, it's all about fucking sex, this guy. He fucking sucks. Like, while I was reading it, and parts of it, I'm reading it, and he's talking about how his husband died, and, like, he's not there anymore, and, like, he rolls over in bed, and he expects someone to be there, but there isn't anyone there, he steps up to into the bathroom to brush his teeth, and he remembers his husband, would brush his teeth there, and it's just the small things like that, like, the small things of, like, you kind of don't really remember them, because it's just, you expect your partner to always be at the sink brushing their teeth. You expect your partner to always be sitting in the same spot on the couch, because it's the same thing they do every day. It's a daily routine. You kind of forget about it until they're not there anymore. Their routine doesn't exist inside your routine anymore, And I'm reading it in bed, and I'm feeling like, oh shit, like, if my wife died, I would be devastated. Like, this is shit I didn't even think about. So that's, like, the only part that kind of got to me. Like, fuck, what would I do if my wife died? It sucks. However, if my wife did die, I wouldn't be begging to fuck her one last time. I'd be wanting to, like, caress her and spend time with her, ask her how she's doing. Like, I would want to just spend time with my wife and just let myself be with her, you know? Just spend time with her. He just wants to fuck his husband. Every time, whenever he thinks about his dead husband, the only thing he thinks about is him sucking his cock, fucking his ass, watching someone else fuck his ass. Because Simeon also enjoys being a cuck, and so he cucked himself and watched someone else, a young dude. Again, he likes him young. A young dude fucking his husband's ass. The dude only cares about fucking. And I don't care that it's the gay shit, because he also fucks his ex-wife. Like, he just loves fucking. And it sucks. I don't like reading that. Anyway, he keeps coming back to Porcelain Core. He comes back like 4 times. And eventually Porcelain just stops and said, dude, whatever you fucking want from me, I can't give you. Like, I can't give you this. You just have to accept the fact that I can't do anything for you. And Simeon goes, but I want to fuck my dead husband. And he stabs Porcelain. He fucking stabs him. And Porcelain's dying. He's bleeding out. And Simeon's like, oh no. What have I done? I stabbed you. Oh dear. And Porcelain's like, climb into my belly. And Simeon's like, what? And Porcelain's like, climb into my belly button. Climb in there. Get all deep in my belly button. Oh. And so Simeon's like, yeah, sure. He fucking gets his hands in there, fucking. No, it's not that violent. He just fucking sticks a finger in there. And another one, and fucking gapes that bitch. He fucking, like a porn actress with her asshole just. And then he fucking. Whoa! Climbs in there. And then he kind of exists within Porcelain Core as this just ethereal being. He can experience what Porcelain experiences, see what he sees, taste what he tastes, shit like that. And he's kind of existing there. And he's like, oh, no, what have I done? I'm nothingness. And so it comes to the end of the book, right? It's the end of the book where Evelyn, his ex-wife, walks in. And she's like, hey, Porcelain, I'm here because I'm grieving my dead husband, Simeon. Simeon's gone missing. And I just want him. And so Porcelain's like, oh boy, yeah, we got another one, boys. We got another one. And he kind of like coughs out the silver beetle. And the silver beetle is Simeon. Simeon's like, I've been coughed out and I have 6 legs. What the heck is all this stuff? What the heck? And he climbs up onto the wall and he sees Evelyn. And then you don't get to see the sex stuff with Evelyn and Porcelain. No. Only gay stuff here. Oh. It's actually really funny. The sex scene between Evelyn and Simeon, it's like cuts to black. Simeon's like, hey, you want to fuck? And Evelyn's like, yeah. And then it just cuts to black. But anytime it's 2 guys fucking Eric loves, like, I could feel his cock sliding down my throat. I felt his asshole clench in the warmth of his intestines on my cock. I could feel him swallowing my hot load. Fucking keep it equal, dude. You know? Like, keep it fucking equal with that bullshit. like, I don't know. Anyway, before you see, like, it kind of cuts. You don't see what happens with Simeon. Sorry, with Porcelain and Evelyn. But Evelyn reads out. Well, I can't remember how she says it, but she says something, and Simeon realizes everything that happened was because of his son. His son set everything up. His son was the dude he was talking to in the chat room. His son, so in the chat room, his son told him about the riches. Somehow, his son got whatever the fuck that dude's name was to tell him about porcelain core. His son did all this bullshit because he hated Simeon and knew what would happen to him when he went to porcelain. So his son set all of it up. Fucking what? At no point in the story does that allude to anything. It's like the last page. It comes out. Yeah, it was this guy. This guy's the one who did it. He's responsible. That guy. Twist ending. You didn't expect this one because it was a twist ending. No, I didn't fucking expect it because you didn't give me a twist ending, right? You're fucking driving the car. Twist ending is like fucking, oh shit. I don't know. That's a bad analogy. It's not a twist ending, right? It's not something that's kind of set up throughout the book. Like some shit where it kind of alludes to stuff. And you go, oh, yeah. And then there's like a sudden twist. And you go, oh my God. Wow, that makes so much sense. And then when you reread or rewatch something, knowing that twist is going to happen, everything links up really well. And you can see the building blocks get pieced together. And you go, holy shit. That twist ending is so good because it is telegraphed. Like, once you watch it, like, you don't expect it the first time watching or the first time reading. After, it's a brilliant puzzle piece that all comes together. You're expecting to see a rainbow at the end of it, and it's a storm cloud. That kind of shit's cool. This isn't a twist ending. This isn't a twist ending at all. It fucking slams you to a wall, and then just goes, oh, die, you stupid fuck. You should have seen that one coming. No, I didn't see this one coming, Eric. You horrible fucking writer. Don't quit your day job, because you fucking suck at writing. Anyway, that's the story. Now, ask yourself, do you think I enjoyed the story? That's a good question. I don't know if I did. I think the story sucked ass. I think the story sucked a lot of it. I think the story was a ginormous piece of fucking shit. It's a horrible piece of shit that deserves to not get any recognition whatsoever. It's not a good fucking representation of the gay community because the main character is a gay guy who cannot commit to someone. He admits he cheated on Richard, his ex-husband. Like, he cannot commit. He cannot commit to being monogamous. And he says Eric says in the book that gay men cannot be monogamous. Ah, that's cool. That's a nice representation of a gay person, right? Of a gay man. Someone who cheats and isn't able to remain with someone. No matter how much that person may love them, they just have to cheat and have to fuck whoever they can and have to go for the young men. That's pretty fucking disrespectful and fucking lacks a lot of taste, Eric. Hey? Eric, you piece of shit. And then, fuck, I'm getting so mad. Simeon sucks. The whole book, he sucks. His character doesn't change. He's a fucking miserable piece of crap at the beginning, he's a miserable piece of crap in the middle, and he's that at the end. He doesn't change. He's just miserable. All he wants to do is kill himself and fuck young men and kill himself and fuck even younger men and kill himself, and he would fuck a boy if it was legal. That's Simeon for you, 40-year-old overweight fat fuck of a man who wants to fuck little boys. That's Simeon. He wants to. He doesn't care about his husband. The only thing he wants out of his husband is to fuck him. Not once in the 4 sessions he's with Porcelain, where he fucks Porcelain, thereby fucking his dead husband, does he ask his husband, "How are you? How have you been? I miss you so much. Are you happy? Are you peaceful?" No, he just goes straight to dicking that cunt down. Fucking get over here, Richard! Oh, let me cover that tight little asshole! You know? Not once does he care about his husband other than fucking his ass. At that point, he might as well fucking get a silicon replica of his husband's asshole, because that's how much he cares about his husband. The whole book is about a dude who mourns his husband. And he mourns him by wishing he could fuck his asshole one more time. So yeah, no, I don't like Simeon. If you could have fucking guessed it. And then Evelyn, it's his ex-wife. Evelyn has no play in that story. Like, she doesn't matter. It's the only point she has is that she keeps bugging Simeon about his son, who doesn't. I'll get to his son later, but that's her whole point in the story. And then she comes back at the end to get with Porcelain, and that's it. She's the explore. What's the fucking word for it? I can't remember. She's the reason we find out about the son and his whole way to get at his daddy. Okay, cool. Rock on. The son doesn't need to exist. The son does not have any play in this book at all. If Evelyn is useless in this book, the son is fucking dirt beneath my feet in terms of fucking care in this book. He does not need to exist. I don't even think he sees it. Other than that one thing in the forum where he's chatting online, we don't even know it's the son. Mind you, he speaks way more like eloquently on the forum than I don't even think he says a word to Simeon. I don't think you even hear him say a word. Anyway, the son doesn't need to exist in this book at all. The whole plot twist doesn't need to exist. The book is fine without it. I would say, if you're going to read this book, which I highly advise you don't, but if you're going to read this book, get to the point where Simeon becomes a bug, and then just stop. Stop right there. Leave it alone. Because you'll ruin the story for you. Whatever fucking shit story there is. And then, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And some of the characters are really Porcelain, doesn't really matter. Like, okay. Anyway. Now, what I didn't like about the book, I've already voiced a lot about it, but there's a reason why I'm going over 40 minutes with this. Because there's a lot of shit I don't like, right? Okay, so first things first. Let me just get things in. First things first. Porcelain core. So I'll read the back again just to remind myself and you guys why I'm mad at this. They introduced Simeon to a curious figure known as Porcelain. Now it says they introduced. No, it's not they. It's just the one dude from the Riches. So I'll talk about the Riches later. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. They introduced Simeon to a curious figure known as Porcelain Core, a man with the ability to let those who are grieving have one last intimate moment with their beloved. For a price. Okay, for a price part. Let's talk about that, shall we? So, there is multiple instances. The book begins with a random woman um, wanting to meet with Porcelain, right? And we get to see a taste of that thing, right? So she's also from the Riches. She takes a photo to Porcelain to say, "Hey, this is a photo of my husband. Um, Obviously, the last one didn't work. You know, yada yada yada. I'm doing this again." Now she has the same predicament as Simi, where she's obviously come back multiple times, and she disappears. She's gone, right? Okay, cool. So that's the price. Intimate moment, but you dead or you disappear, whatever, right? You just don't exist after that. Okay, cool. That's a good price. But then, you have the dude from the Regis who introduces Simeon to Porcelain. Now, here's the thing. The son could have paid him off to lie about that, but I find that unbelievable. And if Eric wants me to believe that, then he needs to go suck his own cock because he must think he's so smart. Because that's such a fucking dumb plot point. You're telling me a kid, a preteen, a young teenager, has the funds and the power to manipulate and ask a dude, "Hey, my dad's going to come to this group. Can you tell him about this guy who will kill you if you get to fuck your partner?" If Eric wants me to believe that, he can go fucking shove it. That's such a fucking dumb plot point. So I'm going to assume that this dude has already been to Porcelain. Now he says to Simeon that I've been there and it's great and all my grief just washed away and just disappeared and I'm an amazing person now. Okay, so you see what happens with this one guy, right? Okay, cool, sweet. That's the only other person we really know about until Evelyn, right? And then we don't even get to see what happens with Evelyn because the book cuts off and the book ends. But it says for a price. Okay, now, what did Simeon do wrong? Because there's people in this book that say that Porcelain is real and he's takes away your grief and shit. There's multiple people who say that, like in forums and shit. I'm just talking about the one dude that we actually meet in the book who says, yes, he's real, and yes, he takes away your grief. Okay, so if Porcelain does actually help people take away their grief, how does it happen? Why did Simeon fuck up? And that's a question the book doesn't answer. It doesn't give you an A and B, right? If there was an A of, hey, this happens, and therefore you get the good ending. Yay! Or B, this happens, and you get the bad ending. Boo. Right? We only saw the bad ending. We only saw that one. What happens? What happens? It's like showing someone fucking, if you drive, you'll die because you'll be speeding. And it's like, well, no, you can drive without speeding, you know? There's people who drive without speeding. Show me people driving without speeding so I can see their experience. To, compare it to Simeon's experience, right? How is that everyone who goes to Paulson experiences what Simeon did? Or is Simeon the outlier? Is he the guy, and mind you, he's not the outlier. There's hundreds of, turns out, the silver beetles Simeon gets, and there's a bunch of silver beetles in Porcelain's house. The silver beetles are people who went to him seeking whatever the fuck it was, right? Cool. We're still here that there's people who've gone to Porcelain and have had good experiences. So what the fuck did they do? Show me that first before you show me what happens to Simeon. Because how does Simeon fuck up? It's treated like Simeon's like, oh my god, I'm horrible. I messed it up. I did it wrong. How do we know he did it wrong if we haven't seen it done right? Anyway, that's one big thing I have against it. It's just bullshit. Second thing, you can wipe out two of the characters. Evelyn and the kid don't need to be there. Poof, go on, take them out. The book reads better that way anyway. Fucking take them out. The third thing, the way it's written. Now, Eric, I don't know if he's trying to jerk his own cock off in front of me. I don't know if he just likes the flavor of high esteemed booty hole on his tongue. But That's written like someone trying to sound smart. Now I know I don't sound the smartest, right? But I've got a fucking uni degree. And I've read university books that are more in common language than this fucking thing. I've read journals, scientific journals, mind you, studying fucking biochemistry that are in a more common folk language than this piece of fucking shit is, right? It reads like someone who's trying to sound like a fucking fancy pants. Oh, look at me, I'm smart. Put down the fucking thesaurus and write a good book. Stop worrying about how it reads and make sure it's just a good story. You fuck. Anyway, I'm getting so mad. I hope he kind of sees this. I hope this person sees this so he can see the anger I have and the disdain I have for this book. And what's the other thing? Well, I don't know what number I'm at this point. What's the next thing? I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then this is why I'm talking about the people. I'm finally at the people, right? The people giving the quotes, right? The people giving the quotes. Those fucks who definitely weren't paid to put a quote on this book, who definitely weren't incentivized in some way to put a quote. Oh no, people would never lie to put a quote on a piece of shit book. Takes issuance a single man. Fuck off! That's the first thing. Takes a different author's book and sends it down the raw, thrilling path of body horror. Okay, first thing. If you have to compare one piece of art to another piece of art, then it's not a good piece of art. If I take a fat shit right here on the floor and I go, I just took fuck, what's an artist? Oh my god. I just took the Mona Lisa and gave it a new spin. There you go. And you pan, you go, whoa, what's that? It's a fucking hunk of shit with a piece of corn in it from fucking last night's dinner. Right? That's what the fucking person's saying. Oh, I got this other person's work of art was taken in a different turn when Eric shat all over it. Eric took a fat steamer. That's definitely sending a single man down a different path by taking a fucking fat steamer on the floor. Okay. Down the thrilling path of body horror. There's no body horror. Combining a classy read with shudders galore. It's not classy. It's not classy. It's smut. It's low key smut. With shudders galore. There's no shudders. I wasn't shuddering. Yeah, sure, there was like one moment when I thought, oh man, it would suck if my wife died right now. Is that the book's fault? Or is that just how life treats you sometimes, you know? No, I know, I'm not giving the book props for that. Because I fucking hated it. Sucks. The body horror aspect. The only part, okay, there's a couple parts in it that aren't, they are not body horror, but they do have some interesting scenes. Again, not body horror. Before doing this video, that's another thing that made me want to do this video. I watched a couple other reviews on YouTube, and people, I'm amazed if they weren't paid off. I'm fucking amazed. They said, oh, the body horror was disgusting. Disgusting. It was so gross. Oh, fuck. I can't handle the body horror. Fuck off. You were paid to say that, 100%. You were paid off to have that milk toast thing. And if they weren't paid off, you're a basic fucking bitch that has no sense of taste and watches SpongeBob for the scare factor. That's my unabashed opinion. Either choke it down or spit it out. I don't give a fuck. There's no body horror. The only parts of the book that are like, ooh, gross. Simeon finds a piece of glass in his belly button, obviously alluding to what will happen if he keeps going down the path of porcelain, and he just kind of digs it out and goes, ew. And it's not even like digging it out, like, oh god, oh, I need to rip this thing out of me. It's just like, it's like belly button fluff. He just plucks it out. Oh. The next one is he talks about his disgusting fat belly. He at the beginning is like, oh, my belly's fat. I'm so fat. I have stretch marks, and I'm hairy, and I'm just so fat. Oh god. Oh god, I'm so fat. Oh, I'm such a fat fuck. Eric, I think you have a problem. I think you might be a fat fetishist, the way you describe how fat Simeon is. Do you enjoy the larger people, Eric? Do you enjoy the BBWs of the gay population? So if you do, I don't judge you. But stop sticking my fetish. Stop sticking. Stop sticking your fetish in books where I don't expect it to be. You demented fuck. Oh, naughty, naughty. All right. So there's that. Hallucinatory. Oh, I just read the back. Hallucinatory. He doesn't have hallucinations. I mean, he has a couple, but like they don't amount to anything. But the body horror doesn't exist. Him climbing into fucking the belly button again. People are like, oh, it's so disgusting. What are you disgusted by? Hey, answer me that. What are you disgusted by? You fucking milk toast white bitch. God, fucking fuck you. You made me do this video. Fuck you. He just kind of spreads it open. It's like, oh, let me spread this open like I'm spreading up an asshole. It's not gory. And like, I don't want you to get the wrong opinion, right? I'm not into splatterpunk, all right? That's what I'm expecting. I'm going to bring up splatterpunk later, but I'm not into splatterpunk, right? That's too far for me. It's too here's another unabashed opinion that I'm giving to you for free. Splatterpunk sucks. Every single splatterpunk book sucks major cock, and the authors are unimaginative and write splatterpunk because they don't know what else they can put their talents to. Splatterpunk is the B horror of books. It's your final destination. It's your Saw. It's nothing. It's fucked. It's shit. No one will ever watch Saw and say, oh boy, that's a brilliant film. I love the artistry in that. Lots of messages. No, actually, no, it's worse than Saw and fucking Final Destination. It's snuff. It's snuff in book format. That's what splatterpunk is. It is snuff. That's cool. Not for me. I don't like reading snuff for the sake of snuff, right? Because it's unimaginative, and it's boring, and all it's meant to do is make you go, ooey, gooey, ew, gross. They did what with that? Snuff sucks. Splatterpunk sucks. Splatterpunk sucks. If you're a Splatterpunk fan, go fucking kill yourself. Fucking hell. Anyway, the reason why I bring up Splatterpunk is because Eric over here. This guy, that guy. He's a Splatterpunk author. Now, does it connect? Does it connect now that he's got 2 Splatterpunk awards? That basically means, hey, I got 2 awards for shitting on my hands and clapping and making a mess. Oh, wow. Good on you. Wow. Round of applause for the dude who likes snuff media. Isn't that great? Fucking asshole. So, is it connecting? The fact that snuff and Splatterpunk doesn't have a story around it is just unabashedly... It's just gore for the sake of gore. There's no story around it. There's no meaning, no messaging. It's just gore for the sake of gore. Is it connected now that he can't write a good story? Maybe. That makes a lot of sense. And yeah. Is there any other thing? I'm running out of steam. I can't remember what else there is. Let me just have a quick look. No, I think I've got everything. This book sucks. Don't read it. Don't read this hunk of shit. You've already read it? I'm sorry. I'm sure, yeah. I'm sorry you read this book without a fair warning. I'm sorry that you had to read it. This hot piece of hot mess. I'm sorry. And again, I'll repeat it again. The people who put their names on this book, the people who put a quote on this book, making you want to read it. Chuck Pellet, I'm not fucking saying his last name. Chuck, Paul, Clay, Haley, Richard, Brian have put their name on this book. So if you're fans of those authors, you expect to read a good book. And once again, I'm starting to confirm my theory that those people are paid off. Those people get paid to write something about this book. They get given a free copy. Before it comes out, they get given a free copy, and they say, "Hey, we'll give you a little bit of moolah, a little bit of the green, if you say one good thing about it." And they just make shit up. They make shit up. LaRocca's New Testament is equally sacrilegious as is transcendent. What's sacrilegious about what? How is this a New Testament? How? And if you want to bring it down to religious shit, there's nothing religious about this book either. There is the wretches meet in a group, and that's in the church, as fucking AA meetings do, as OA meetings do, as everything like that does. They all meet in churches or community centers, which are also usually churches. So what the fuck do you mean New Testament? Fuck, what do you mean New Testament? Clay, you sack of shit. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just, I don't know. I've had this on my mind for like 2 weeks. I just need to get it all out of there. It's also like a big shout out to my mate Cole, because he said he wants to watch my videos. I went, sure. And because of that, I went to rewatch my videos. And fuck, my videos suck so bad. I'm hoping this is better. I'm using these, so hopefully it's louder. I don't know. Let me know if it sounds good, if it sounds bad. I know no one watches this anyway. This is a fucking almost an hour-long video. I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. But anyway, if I have any other thoughts, I'll fucking leave them now, because I've been going at it for an hour. And I will catch you in the next one whenever that happens, because my uploading schedule is fucked. Alright, see ya.